Welcome to our video, where we will delve into untold stories of powerful women who have flipped the script on love, success, and wealth. These famous women are not just breaking mental barriers, but they are rewriting the handbook on modern relationships. Their stories are not just personal journeys, but also represent a profound shift in how we perceive power and independence in today's society. We will explore the lives of prominent women in the entertainment industry, where power and influence can often be measured in numbers, but behind it lies a narrative full of drama, struggle, and bold decisions. Who truly holds the power in the most surprising power dynamics of Hollywood? Join us as we step into the world of women who are challenging and changing everything once deemed correct in relationships to uncover the answers. Welcome to today's video. If you find this story inspiring and want to share it with others, leave a comment with the number 1. If not, leave a 0. Don't forget to hit like, share this video, and leave a comment below to let us know what you think. Make sure to subscribe so you won't miss out on more inspiring and meaningful stories. Now let's jump right into today's story. Madonna, the pop legend, is known for pushing boundaries and rewriting the rules. She married Richie, a filmmaker, and the world saw them as the ultimate power couple. Madonna brought unmatched star power, while Richie brought his powerful directing flame. However, behind the glamour, everything wasn't a Hollywood fairy tale. At first, they seemed like the perfect couple. He brought some British charm, while she brought undeniable talent and influence. But over time, Madonna began to feel more like an executive producer funding the whole operation, rather than a wife. As she juggled a global empire, the marriage, once full of passion and promise, became a partnership she no longer wished to invest in. After 8 years, she filed for divorce, eager to reclaim her freedom, seeking peace of mind, and hoping to lessen her financial responsibilities. But this is when things get interesting. While most divorces end in emotional turmoil, Madonna had to pay a hefty price, but it wasn't for her. With a net worth of $550 million, she held undeniable financial power in the relationship. And when the deal was made, Richie walked away with a staggering $92 million. This wasn't alimony, but a retirement plan. Ultimately, Madonna didn't just sing Material Girl, she was living it. Mariah Carey and Nick Cannon's 11-year relationship wasn't just a Hollywood romance, it was a masterclass in power and finance. Nick Cannon is no stranger to success. He's a comedian, TV host, and entrepreneur, a man who has done it all. But when it comes to star power and financial dominance, he played in Mariah Carey's universe without a VIP pass. Their relationship wasn't just about love, but a clear division of power, with Mariah sitting comfortably on her throne. Let's talk numbers, because numbers don't lie. In 2014, Nick earned $2.5 million, enough to live a great life. But Mariah earned $6 million, almost 3 times what Nick made. This wasn't just a financial gap, it was a chasm between Mariah and Nick. If wealth were a concert, Nick was the opening act for a few thousand people, while Mariah was headlining sold-out stadium tours. Mariah had been accumulating millions long before Nick arrived, and she continued effortlessly. Kim Kardashian and Kris Humphrey's 72-day marriage lasted as long as a viral meme, but it later became one of the longest divorce battles. Kris claimed the whole thing was a PR stunt for keeping up with the Kardashians. And honestly, it's hard to blame him when their marriage seemed more like a performance than a real relationship. When they married in 2011, their bank accounts weren't exactly equal. Kim was already a financial powerhouse with a net worth of $65 million, while Kris had a considerable but much smaller $18 million. The financial gap wasn't just a difference, it was a canyon. The disparity in their assets only fueled speculation that their marriage wasn't built to last, but rather for spectacle. When it was all over, Kris walked away with his fair share of royalties, but there was one pricey souvenir that didn't make it into his hands: the $325,000 Ferrari they received at the wedding. Kim kept the car, leaving Kris with nothing but regret and a lifetime of reality TV memes. Britney Spears rose from being a mouseketeer to an official pop royalty in record time, earning millions and solidifying her status as an icon. Meanwhile, Kevin Federline took a different path, dropping out of 9th grade and making a name for himself as a backup dancer. The likelihood of these two coming together seemed as improbable as one of Britney's Vegas performances, but somehow, their whirlwind romance led to an engagement. In a perfect twist summarizing their dynamic, Kevin used Britney's money to buy her an engagement ring, a clear foreshadowing. Their marriage ended as quickly as it began, and when the divorce papers were signed, Britney not only walked away from love, but also from a significant financial loss. The agreement required her to pay $220,000 a month in spousal support to Kevin, along with a one-time payment of $113 million. Even for someone with Britney's net worth, this seemed like a costly mistake for an ex-lover who once made a living as a backup dancer. The financial loss was just another moment in her life of ups and downs. When Roseanne Barr met Tom Arnold, she was already a famous TV star, while he was just a dreamer with a low salary. However, Roseanne saw potential in him and not only gave him a role in her hit show, but also helped him launch his career. Her generosity, combined with some poor financial planning, led to her decision not to have Tom sign a prenuptial agreement before they married. This decision quickly led to a costly divorce, with Roseanne having to pay $50 million to Tom. This money immediately turned Tom from a stand-up comedian into a very wealthy ex-husband. The financial collapse caused Roseanne's net worth to drop to $30 million, a painful reminder that while she was the real breadwinner in the relationship, Tom was the one who walked away with half of it. Liza Minnelli, with her legendary Broadway career, married David Guest, a music producer and reality TV host, in 2002. Though David never achieved the fame Liza had, their marriage became a high-profile event, attended by stars like Michael Jackson and Elizabeth Taylor. However, behind the glamorous wedding, trouble was brewing, and just a year later, they filed for divorce. The shock came when David accused Liza of not revealing that she had herpes before their marriage, turning what was already an ugly divorce into a full-blown media circus. After the divorce, David walked away with $60 million of Liza's hard-earned fortune. But wealth doesn't always guarantee happiness. David was said to have squandered most of his settlement and passed away in 2016, leaving behind a cautionary tale of love scandals and financial collapse. If you were in her shoes, could you forgive a scandal like this? Ivana Trump, known for her luxurious lifestyle, never expected to fade into the background with a multi-million-dollar payout. After her divorce from Donald Trump, Ivana embraced the next chapter of her life with Rossano Rubicondi, a 23-year-old Italian actor with a charming looks and dramatic flair. Their whirlwind romance, full of paparazzi flashes, culminated in a lavish $3 million wedding in Marrakesh in 2008. But just 8 months later, the fairy tale ended. They split up, and tabloids scrambled for answers about Rossano's true intentions. Was he in it for love, or was Ivana's wealth too alluring? Regardless of the truth, the marriage ended before he could gain any significant financial benefit. Despite the short marriage, Ivana remained a frequent presence in the tabloids, proving her love life is as extravagant and unpredictable as ever. Rossano may have been a chapter, but Ivana is always the main event. Christina Aguilera has lived in the spotlight since her teenage years, earning multiple Grammys and solidifying her position as a pop powerhouse. Along her journey, she met Matthew Rutler, a production assistant with a backstage pass to her heart. Their love quickly blossomed, and before long, they became inseparable, proving that sometimes love doesn't care about Hollywood hierarchies. Though engaged in 2014, Christina didn't rush to make things official. Wedding bells may ring one day, but for now, she's completely happy balancing her career, family, and love life without needing a marriage certificate. Their relationship isn't about pressure or timelines. It's about enjoying the journey. With a net worth in the 9 figures, it's no surprise that Christina doesn't hesitate to spoil her man. Whether they marry or not, their love is surrounded by luxury, from lavish vacations to romantic date nights. If you found this story interesting and want to learn more, don't forget to like, share, and leave a comment below to let us know what you think. Make sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any other exciting videos. Now, let's continue with the story. Katy Perry, a pop superstar, and Russell Brand, a sharp-witted comedian, made an unforgettable couple in entertainment. After a whirlwind romance, they married in a lavish 2010 ceremony in India, complete with elephants, fireworks, and enough mystique to make any fairy tale jealous. But as quickly as the magic began, it faded, with the marriage ending just 14 months later. Russell shocked fans when he filed for divorce, leaving Katy's happily ever after behind. Without a prenuptial agreement, Russell had a golden opportunity to claim half of Katy's $44 million fortune. But in a move that stunned Hollywood, he simply walked away, with no legal battle, no demands, and no payday. "I don't want her money," he said, proving that sometimes, even in celebrity divorces, dignity matters more than money. Katy breathed a sigh of relief, avoiding an expensive settlement and signing the divorce papers with a smile. There was no messy legal dispute, just 2 stars continuing their careers intact, and a reminder that love in Hollywood doesn't always last. Janet Jackson, a pop trendsetter, had been in the limelight for years. Quietly married to Renee Elizondo, a dancer-turned-director, they were a creative and romantic powerhouse behind the scenes. But in 2000, their love story took a dramatic turn when Renee filed for divorce, shocking fans who didn't even know they had been married. What followed was a legal battle worthy of tabloid headlines, with Renee, once Janet's closest collaborator, now demanding a large payout. The final payment was $10 million, proving that love in Hollywood often comes with a price. Despite the financial blow, Janet didn't miss a beat, continuing to make music, breaking records, and reminding the world why she's a legend. For Renee, however, the biggest payout of his life came at the end of their love story. Tori Spelling, raised in the ultimate Hollywood fairy tale with limousines and a mogul father, fell for Dean McDermott, an aspiring actor with more ambition than money. Their whirlwind romance led to a reality TV wedding and a tabloid obsession. But the biggest twist came when her father, Aaron Spelling, passed away, leaving her a $500 million fortune. However, Tori still struggled to maintain her lifestyle, appearing on reality shows and writing books, showing that even with a famous name, she had to work hard to keep up. Despite her inheritance, Tori's financial struggles were real, proving that even with a huge fortune, life isn't always as glamorous as it seems. Jessica Simpson is not just a pop star, she has built an empire, transitioning from a teen pop icon to a business mogul. She turned her career into a billion-dollar brand, and while love has been a roller coaster ride for her, she finally found her other half in Eric Johnson, a retired NFL player with a solid career, but not as lucrative as hers. Jessica's fortune is driven primarily by her fashion empire, overshadowing Eric's earnings from football. However, this financial imbalance didn't mean financial recklessness. The couple has a prenup that ensures if things go south, Eric will leave with a substantial sum, but not nearly as much as Jessica has worked hard to earn. Their love is wonderful, but their smart financial plan is even better. Today, Jessica and Eric live a luxurious life thanks to her business acumen and their shared commitment to family. Their relationship proves that love and money can coexist as long as you have a good lawyer. Halle Berry, an Oscar-winning action star and one of Hollywood's highest-paid actresses, had a sweet romance with Canadian model Gabriel Aubry. Their relationship lasted 5 years, resulting in the birth of their daughter, Nayla. But love stories in Hollywood rarely follow a fairy tale script. In 2010, the couple announced their split, and things quickly became hostile. With Halle's wealth far surpassing Gabriel's modeling career, their divorce quickly turned into a legal battle. Legal fees piled up, and ultimately, Halle was ordered to pay Gabriel a substantial amount for child support, reportedly $116,000 a month. This wasn't small change, even for a famous star. The financial pressure added complexity to the already tense co-parenting situation. Nonetheless, Halle pushed forward, balancing blockbuster roles with motherhood, navigating the reality of being a single mom in the public eye. Her story is a lesson in resilience, showing that while love may fade, legal bills last forever. Anne Hathaway thought she had found the perfect man in Raffaello Folieri, a charming and sophisticated entrepreneur, only to discover she had been duped. Raffaello wasn't a business mogul but a con artist. He defrauded investors out of $50 million and even scammed the Catholic Church with a fake real estate scheme involving the Vatican. When the truth came to light, Anne's world collapsed as well. Though she had no involvement in his crimes, the scandal thrust her name into the headlines, turning her fairy tale romance into a public nightmare. Though heartbroken, Anne remained resilient, cutting ties, rebuilding her reputation, and growing stronger than ever. She continued to find true love, proving that while bad relationships may shake you, they don't have to define you in a world of fame and fortune. Her story is a harsh reminder that sometimes the biggest role someone plays is the one where they deceive you. Elton John and David Furnish are not just a couple, they have become an institution. Since their relationship began in 1993, They have become a model of devotion in a world where the glamorous and ever-changing love stories of celebrities are common. In 2005, they publicly announced their civil partnership and later upgraded to marriage when the law allowed. Despite their extravagant lifestyle, this couple has not been immune to challenges, particularly the rumors about David's infidelity. The press stirred up doubts about the stability of their bond, but instead of drama, Elton doubled down on his commitment, quelling rumors and standing by David. This showed that love is not just about grand gestures, but about getting through difficult times together. Despite the challenges, Elton and David remain one of Hollywood's most enduring power couples, living a life full of events, from world tours to lavish parties, raising their family together and proving that true love is not about perfection, but about choosing each other over and over again. Margot Kidder, famous for her role as Lois Lane in Superman, was once Hollywood royalty, rubbing shoulders with legends like Richard Pryor and Canadian Prime Minister Pierre Trudeau. But in 1996, her life took an unexpected turn, and instead of soaring with Superman, she was found wandering the streets of Los Angeles, missing teeth and sleeping in cardboard boxes. She fell into homelessness due to an undiagnosed bipolar disorder. After some time living on the streets with the help of kind strangers, Margot was finally taken to a psychiatric clinic where she received the treatment she desperately needed. Despite her struggles, Margot did not let these hardships define her. She became a strong advocate for mental health awareness, famously saying, "We are all one breath away from mental illness and homelessness." Her story is a testament to resilience, showing that no matter how far you fall, you can always find your way back up. Erin Moran, best known for playing Joni Cunningham on Happy Days, had it all: fame, fortune, and a spot on one of America's favorite sitcoms. But after a few decades, her life took a tragic turn. After burning through her money, she lost her California home in 2010, ended up in a trailer park in Indiana, and lived with her elderly mother-in-law. After several wild nights, Erin was thrown out by her mother-in-law and started moving from one shabby motel to another. Her story is a stark reminder of Hollywood's harsh realities, where fame can fade and fortune can disappear just as quickly. Although she was found in an unrecognizable state, Erin's story is a cautionary tale for stars who had it all but didn't know how to preserve it. Dana Plato, famous for her role as Kimberly Drummond on Different Strokes at the age of 14, seemed destined for greatness in Hollywood. But behind the scenes, she faced significant struggles. After the show ended, she fell into drug and alcohol addiction, was arrested for forging prescriptions, and even robbed a store in 1991. She went to prison for rehab, and by 1999, she was found wandering the streets of Oklahoma, broke and homeless. Although Dana tried to prove her innocence, she passed away from a drug overdose, marking a tragic end for a child star. Dana Plato's story remains one of Hollywood's most heartbreaking cautionary tales, reminding us that fame can fade and life can take unexpected, tragic turns. Lonnie Willis, once a renowned fitness model, had it all. She graced the cover of Fame magazine, captivated public attention, and lived in the glittering spotlight of the entertainment world. She married Jeremy Jackson, a Baywatch star, and their relationship further elevated her profile in the industry. However, the life that seemed like a dream quickly turned into a gone wrong Lifetime movie. Today, Lonnie is unrecognizable, living on the streets of Venice Beach, with the glamorous life she once led buried beneath layers of struggle with addiction and strange claims regarding her health. Her fall from grace wasn't just about losing her career, but was a complete disaster. She blamed her ex-husband, Jeremy Jackson, for her homelessness, accusing their relationship of being abusive. She even claimed that Jackson had once tried to choke her. But things became even stranger when she started saying that she couldn't live in a house because of electrical issues. According to Lonnie, she had been electrocuted daily for nearly a year, and now her body reacts to things like fuses, batteries, and certain metals. Is this a genuine condition, or the result of years of methamphetamine use? No one can say for sure. But one thing is clear. Lonnie's journey from a fitness icon to life on the streets is a harsh reminder of how quickly everything can change when addiction and mental illness take hold. Her story is a stark example of how a person's life can unravel when they cannot cope with the internal and external challenges of life. If you found this content engaging and want to explore more meaningful and inspiring stories, don't forget to like the video, share it with others, and leave a comment below to let us know your thoughts. Make sure to subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any of our upcoming exciting videos. Thank you so much for watching until the end. We'll see you in the next video.